Hey y'all, I'm Catherine.
And I'm Ian.
And welcome to our YouTube channel.
This is how we built our adventure rig. The story begins with us moving to Asheville, North Carolina, and after living in Boone, North Carolina, both going to Appalachian State and moving in here together and starting to want to adventure on our own. And so we decided to take my summer and her flexible schedule and start traveling different places. And so we were kind of picking out places on the map, and we traveled to Colorado and California, and we were flying out there and had lots of activity interests, and we were camping and filling whole suitcases with camping gear, and trying to rent mountain bikes there was a big thing that we wanted to do, is ride in these new areas. And we had some awesome experiences and some really cool things, but we decided that we wanted to be able to bring some more of our gear with us. And so thus this adventure began, and it took a long time, but we built something pretty cool that I haven't seen anywhere else, and I wanted to share some of our ideas and thoughts with you all, and hopefully help some other people make their adventure rigs work a little better.
Yeah, we are mountain bikers and campers, and we kind of wanted something versatile, and we weren't able to find that on YouTube or anywhere else, and so we kind of created our own, and this is what we came up with.
First things first, I definitely felt like my goal in building this thing was to be able to stash bikes inside. I saw lots of different models where they would have 2 drawer systems in the back and a bed on top. I think that works very great if you just want to be able to store gear and you want to have a whole bed area to sleep. I think it maximizes your sleep area and storage for sure. But I definitely wanted something that was able to fit a few different ideas, and so I wanted half the bed to be more like a bed slide, something that I had seen that's purchasable and very expensive. And then I still wanted a drawer option to maximize our storage space. And so I decided to kind of split the bed half and half so that it could pull kind of double duty, and then put in fork mounts to hold bikes inside. And that presented plenty of challenges. But that was the goal and kind of our driving force. Bikes are expensive. And we didn't want them necessarily outside all the time. Maybe we show up somewhere and we want to go on a long hike and we're in our one rig and want to stash those bikes a little more hidden away. Or maybe there's really bad weather and we didn't want them out in the elements for a long drive, and so we wanted to be able to stash them in here for safety purposes and for keeping them in good condition. And so that kind of led us to this option. And of course, we want to sleep in here without bikes and being squished onto one side, so we definitely want to be able to store them on the outside and maximize our indoor space. And so that kind of led us to having a swing away rack that has also allowed us to access the back of this thing super well. Because we realized very early on as we started building this thing and didn't have that swing away that getting in and out was pretty tough.
We also made, as you can see, some foam sleeping pads. We went to the store and just got some straight up foam that was like plain and simple, regular foam. I think ours is, what is it, 2 inch?
Yeah, we went small.
2 inch. We went pretty small, but we would probably go 3 inch maybe if we did it again, but they're still pretty dang comfortable. And then we got outdoor fabric to go on top and sewed that up and made our own little sleeping cushions that really fit the right sizes. So it took some time, but so far we think it was really worth it for comfort and flexibility for kind of our setup. What else do we love about it?
I think maybe one of the cooler things that we've done that makes it easier to use than anything else is we've put wheels on both the drawer and the slide, so it's not just friction, pull it in and out. I did see some cool kind of slick plane surface sliders that some people have made, but we went for caster wheels, which we can link below. And that's allowed us to have a pretty significant amount of weight either in our drawer or with 2 bikes, and that's 60 pounds, or plenty of gear up in here, whether it's our stove or whatnot, and be able to pull these guys in and out to access very easy, but them to be able to roll and not just grind, I think made access one of the easier parts of using this system.
Yeah. And we found that we had plenty of space for everything we needed. We ended up taking 2 kayaks, 2 bikes,
all the gear needed for those adventure
all the
sports.
gear needed, camping things, and all of our clothes for 3 weeks. So we had plenty of space, which was really awesome. What is the length of our truck bed?
Yeah, we definitely decided not to do the 5-foot thing. I'm exactly 6 foot, and so we went with a 6-foot bed, and it's actually a little hair longer than 6 foot, which is awesome. And so we've pulled that space all the way right up to what is the tailgate here, and that gave us lots of room. That we also had a hot debate on the size of the cab, if we should have kind of the crew cab or the half cab or go full double cab kind of thing, and ended up going with the double cab, which seemed a little unnecessary at first, but then after we put a big old cooler and the rest of our gear that we didn't want back here in the front part, we definitely were pretty glad to have that extra space.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. The double cab in our truck, which is a Toyota Tacoma. Did we mention that? Okay. We have a Toyota Tacoma. That's what we're in. Also, our topper is raised a bit, so that's been really helpful. So we have a little bit more headspace as we climb in and out, and was particularly important so that our bike handles could fit inside with the slider. So that was really important, as well as the carpeting on the interior inside of the truck topper, so that we were able to not have issues with condensation and a little more insulation. So it was a little bit more warmer if there were chilly nights. And also one of the windows has a screen on it, so you can open them and get a breeze.
Yeah, we didn't buy it new, but yeah, the raised top made all the difference. And even talking to other people, that's been kind of the biggest thing. And even ours is hard to sit up in, so I can see we're even going like the next step up. I just didn't like the way that they looked, but I totally understand why the raised cap is a thing, just for headspace and moving things in and out. But this, we doing measurements with forks and our mounts that we wanted. This was like just enough to be able to slide them right in and make it easier for us to move around, not bang our heads, and be kind of cocoon styled. That was definitely one of our better moves.
Yeah. And one special last thing, I just got some string LED lights, I think from Target. And we taped them up with just clear plastic, what's it called? Tape. But it's not like, is it like postal service tape? What's it called? Yeah. Scotch tape. And that just adds a little bit of like mood, adds a really soft lighting if you're just in bed at night and wanting to relax and not have anything too harsh. We've really liked that so far. So that was just a fun little add-on. But otherwise, we haven't done too much else. The windows are tinted, which is nice, so you really can't see in. And that's about it. I think it's pretty rad. I hope y'all like it.
Signing out.
Signing out.
Adventure Rig Duo.